Tell her goodbye.
We gonna find out. Oh, this is what you're buying?
Woo! You finally got a good car.
Brand new Porsche. Super scared right now.
Scald a dog? Uh-oh.
Oh.
What the heck?
A little heavy on the sauce. Needs attention. 14 years.
Ooh. Mouse pills right there. Flex seal?
Sketchy. What are you afraid of?
Donkey Stomper. I'm getting excited.
Oh, wow. So cool. Oh!
Wow.
Varnish? Oh, Lord. How big those chunks are, Marge. Not even a drizzle.
They're in waterfall. Disgusting.
Wow.
Down into my armpit. Oh, wow.
Soused her down.
Work with daddy. Did you see that? Check in our rear end. Wow. I'm buying a vehicle. Look at this guy. Y'all best buds now? Marge, what have you done?
It's bittersweet. A sad but exciting day.
Marge almost never lets go of a car. I can let go of most cars pretty easily.
It hurts my heart. She's been a good one.
Marge gets attached to them. But ever since she's got a smaller car, she really hasn't been driving the Yukon for a little bit now. She has traded it off, Ralphie.
Traded?
Yep.
For what?
Something I wanted for a long time.
You're not going to believe what she's traded for.
Okay.
I've had my eyes on this beauty for years.
What is it?
It's a Porsche.
Oh my gosh. Of course it is.
She has traded for a 1985 Porsche 944. So it's the front engine, rear-wheel drive, four-seater Porsche.
Is it a manual?
Oh, you
It's
know
a manual,
it. You
yep.
know it.
Yep.
Is it run?
No.
No, it doesn't run. Of course not. So she's trading a good running vehicle for a car that doesn't even run.
Yeah.
And it was her idea, not mine.
Yeah.
That's how much she likes this car.
That's crazy.
So we looked at this car a couple years ago, right?
Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
It was at a friend of ours' house. At the time, it kind of wasn't for sale. Marge really wanted it. Then we were over at their place again, and their dad said, hey, by the way, I heard you was looking for a Porsche in one of your videos. You like the old Porsches? I got one in my house, so we worked out a deal.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we're going to go drop this one off there and pick up the Porsche. But this thing still runs, drives. There's no issues with this. It's just easier to haul it. So let's get on the road. Ralphie is on a sick day from school. He wasn't feeling good this morning, so we're going to keep our distance from him. It's a good thing I got them 14 plies on the trailer because Judy's heavy. You can feel it back there towing Judy around. This is actually the first time I think I've ever towed Judy around.
She's been good.
Marge has always drove it home if it broke down, you know?
Yeah, that's
Belt
true.
brakes, drive her on home. Lifter failure, drive it on home. So
It's I did both those things.
yeah, you did those things. They should be pretty happy with it. They're wanting a vehicle to go on trips and stuff with, so it worked out for both of us. We are about to pull up. Now, this is a friend of ours, so we've been on this property before. I'm not sure if we have room to fit our truck and trailer, so we may have to do something funny
In
to
the
get
road.
in here. I hope this car, the brakes aren't stuck. I don't think they'll be, because I think they moved the car here in the last few years, so should be good there. What am I good
clear
going?
mileage.
All right. There it is, Ralph. You see the back end of it?
Oh yeah.
He's got a big yard. We could just pull off in the yard, right? We'll figure it out. Let's see what he wants me to do here. I don't want to mess his yard up.
Yeah, he might be worried about it.
It's a good looking car.
Blah, blah, blah.
Tell her goodbye, Marge. Okay.
Goodbye, Betty. She's been a good one.
You're good.
Let's keep it straight. What you think about it, Ralphie?
It's cool. I like it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
That's good. We can push it up to it.
Hopefully we don't hurt your spoiler getting up on there.
Yeah, let's try not to do
Pretty
that.
low in the front.
That'd be a sad day. Ooh, look at that girl.
$10.
What are you buying?
10 bucks?
A mini bike frame.
Oh,
we just got one
I told you the brakes rusted up on the rear roll slide.
He loves a mini bike.
Oh, I got a motor over there you can have too.
Oh, good deal.
It just needs a little work on that.
The clutch pedal won't go down. Clutch pedal's completely jammed stuck for some reason.
Totally weird.
Yeah, I'm in neutral. Go ahead. Watch the front spoiler, okay, Ralph?
Oh. right, now come forward.
That's probably good, yeah.
Isn't that like a rock detection stuff?
Yeah. So that little short 5-speed shifter, you can jump up in there if you want.
Okay.
You might be able to get the clutch pedal to work. I couldn't get it to move.
Oh, the gauges. That's so cool. I don't want to break nothing.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll just leave it
It may
alone.
need a, it's probably hydraulic.
That's so short. That's cool.
Can't you see Marge now driving this thing, Ralph?
Oh yeah, for sure. That be a Corvette?
We gonna find out.
They're about the same year.
Yeah. What year is this?
I think it's 85.
Mine's an 87. Yeah, I've got a few of those sitting around. Probably piece something together. There she is.
Oh, this is what you're buying?
Yeah.
Okay.
In all her glory. These gas tanks.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Good thing you're sick today, huh?
Yeah.
That's a big frame.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
And the motor, gas tank,
Yeah.
idler pulley with a high and low in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Guys, the warm weather is here and summer is right around the corner. And whatever activity you're doing, whether you're walking around at the local cruise in or working on your old car, mowing the yard, grilling out with friends or family, the perfect accessory for any outdoor activity is the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. I absolutely love my Raycons, and you won't have to stop whatever outdoor activity you're doing because they have 32 hours of battery life now. They even have a quick charge function where you charge it for 10 minutes and get 90 minutes of use. They have awesome features like multi-point connectivity where you can connect to more than one device at a time, and active noise cancellation, which comes in really handy when I'm out here bush hogging the field and I don't want to hear that noisy tractor. And that's a feature that can be really difficult to find at such an accessible price point. Speaking of price, Raycons start at just half the price of other premium audio brands. I can't say enough good things about how high quality the audio is. I really love listening to history podcasts. I'll get out here working the shop on one of my cars, just pop my Raycon Everyday Earbuds in and just really immerse myself in whatever podcast I'm listening to or music and just get my work done, multitasking. Raycon Everyday Earbuds also come in a spectrum of vibrant colors. I absolutely love my blue ones with my Galaxy case. Really love how they look. One of the really cool things about the protective case, aside from protecting your everyday earbuds, you can also do the wireless quick charge function right through the case. You don't even have to take them out. They're also weatherproof and sweat resistant, which really comes in handy when you're out here sweating in the shop this summer. And if you don't absolutely love it, Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee. No questions asked. You really got nothing to lose. They're ergonomically designed to fit in the widest range of ears, and with their optimized gel tips, it gives you a custom, comfortable fit. I really hated earbuds for years. I pretty much signed off on using them ever again. Just gave me earaches, they fell out, and when I got the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, fit so comfortably, they don't fall out. It just totally changed the game for me. They also have awareness mode where maybe if you're working in the house, the kids are home, and you need to be listening to make sure everybody's safe. You can do that as well. So go to buyraycon.com/sleeperdude to get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds, brought to you by Raycon. Now let's get back to work on this Porsche Marge bought. Does Ralphie have the luck or what?
I'm telling you what, can't take him nowhere.
2 times now we went to go get a car and Ralphie's ended up with a mini bike. That one was $10, the other one was free.
Yeah.
So for $10, this man's ended up with 2 mini bikes.
The other one was really rough.
Yeah, you spent quite a bit getting it going, didn't you?
Yeah.
Maybe you won't have to spend that much on this one.
I had to turn the trailer brakes down. This thing don't weigh nothing compared to the old Yukon. Marge will shed a tear for the
I know,
Yukon.
it does hurt my heart a little bit.
It was nice for having room, but we got the Oldswagen and stuff. We're just going to use it for
keep 'em
things
all.
like that. You can't keep them all. That's exactly right. Kind of worries me the clutch doesn't work. I looked under the hood. It's a hydraulic setup, so I'm assuming that either the master cylinder or slave cylinder has went out from sitting. He was telling us there that it was at a shop and they tried to get it running. Spent a bunch of money on trying to get it running with the fuel system, and it never did run. It's been a few years since this thing's ran. Hopefully we can get parts. I would assume you can get parts for that thing.
I know, never tried.
But I don't know what Marge has got me into here. Trade a perfectly good running car I just fixed about a year ago for a hard to work on car that doesn't run. So I'm gonna have to learn some Porsche things.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
It does.
That's the first big mini bike frame you got with like the big casings and suspension.
Yeah, that's why I like them.
I was surprised.
Okay, well, let's get this thing home, get it unloaded. And I'm gonna have to order some parts for it. Really like him, he watches the channel and stuff. Got him back into RC Cola, which if there's anything you can do for somebody, I mean, that's really the top right there, you know? Got me, Marge?
Yeah.
Hope we don't hit nothing. We good?
Yeah, I'm good. Close.
Hey, the brakes work a little bit.
That's always a good thing. This is
I love
called.
that shifter, man. That's my favorite part. That
Yeah.
and the quarter panel is my favorite part. Well, we gotta show the girls when they get home, huh?
Yeah.
They'll be excited.
Oh, here they come.
Porsche! Woo! Porsche? Wait, what?
She traded the Yukon for this.
How?
How?
Inspection.
Don't tell me she's gonna take my car.
That's pretty cool.
What? You finally got a good car.
It wasn't me, it was Mom.
Oh, that makes sense.
I just noticed it has a sunroof insert deal.
I think Jerry told me something about there's a tinted glass back here that you can take that out and put the tinted glass and not painted.
Oh, cool.
We'll be installing that.
Yeah, we haven't even opened the back, but
I love the gauges. Like,
it's very cool. Very sporty. Thoughts, Wah?
speed. I think it's great. When have we ever owned something like this?
It's Mom. She's fancy now.
This is pretty cool. Oh, please.
Brand new Porsche.
It's older
She
than
bought
me.
a brand new Porsche.
It's older than me.
Yeah. I love the body style. I love how the quarters flare out on it.
It's got that cute little booty right there. Oh.
More like hips, Marge.
Yeah, hips. Yeah, I think 460.
Oh, that's his classic comeback to anything is 460.
Biggest. Would Godzilla fit in there?
I don't know.
Coyote.
It's her color.
Love
Yeah,
white.
it is
Literally awesome. All her cars are white.
All right, cut to us getting her running, hopefully. Well, it's been a few weeks, and I ordered some fuel stuff over there and a clutch master cylinder. So we got new fuel pump, fuel filters. I'm pretty much just super scared right now, guys, because I don't think I've ever done any mechanic work to a Porsche ever. I just noticed too, it's got the rare double wiper blade mod. Do you remember when everybody had these, Marge? Back in the day, that was the cool thing to do. I really don't understand how that would work, because if one goes by, is there really anything to catch a quarter of an inch later for the other one? Probably not. Usually with fuel injected cars, it either goes real easy or really bad. This is super early fuel injection, like 85's pretty early for fuel injection. I figured out that these have a transaxle, so the transmission is actually in the back like a Corvette would be. 50-50 weight bias for the factory.
Yeah.
It says 151 cubic inches.
Can you say scald a dog?
Exactly. One of y'all want to pull the spark plugs out. We need to get that old battery out and get a good hot battery on here and see if like our fuel pump works. Because usually it's like fuel pump, fuel injector things with cars like this. So our plugs are right here, guys. Right down through there. So we should, let me do this just in case. I'm really worried about the plastics and rubber things in here.
This is a slant engine.
Yep.
That's cool.
Should be no way to mix these up, but Ralphie's done it before. They're all vastly different lengths on this car.
Here's a little filter.
Okay. So pull those plugs out, see what you guys find there. Is it the small plug or the big plug, Ralph? It's the big plug. And I'm gonna get this battery out here. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I did an extension this long, but I did.
You always get the extensions.
Golly, bum. That's in there.
So I think this car holds a record for us, Tosh.
What's that?
It came with 2 core batteries. 2.
What?
Remember, there's a side post one that came with it, but this car is not a side post, at least not anymore.
Looks like an old plug. Just crusty.
It's pretty black for a fuel injected car. That looks like, oh, that's gone. Looks more like a carbureted car, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Positive post is a different size. It looks like it's metric or something.
Is this aluminum head?
Yeah, it should be probably all aluminum, I would think.
That's what it looks like.
European cars were way ahead of us on stuff like that. We were still running cast iron and everything.
Looks the
Similar?
same. Yep.
It's a Bosch. I probably should have got new plugs for you, Marge. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see. You got the rags in here from where they've been checking the fluids a lot. We need to figure out how long it's been parked, huh?
45 years.
Seems right. Come on, see if this will charge up. Reverse polarity.
Look at this plug. Dead. Water.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
That's
not
the
good. Number 3.
What the heck?
I sure hope that's corrosion coming down from the top and not up from the bottom. You know, like if it's got water around the spark plug boot, that's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
If it's coming up from the bottom, that's a big deal. Is that a iridium, or I don't know if that's like a normal plug or like an iridium or platinum?
This one's like so rough. They've all been rough, but this one's really bad.
Aluminum cylinder heads, the threads can gall up. Let me try it.
Yeah, just slow up. Y'all making me nervous.
I mean, all these threads look fine.
So the story we were told on this car, we talked to some family members a little more, was that it went to a mechanic shop and they spent lots of money at the mechanic shop. He was not able to get it running. So that makes me feel really good about tackling this one.
High voltage.
And I've heard different stories about if it has 1 pump or has 2 pumps. Oh, please don't be bad. Well, the threads look fine. I don't know why it's galling up. I meant to put some anti-seize on it or something. Tell me what y'all see. Let's start with number 1 here.
Perfect. Best I've ever seen.
So dish top, 4 valve reliefs, looks like, doesn't it? It looks like there's 2 there, there's probably 2 on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this 4 valves per cylinder?
I would think. That piston wall there looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which one was it? The third one that was
Yeah.
rusty?
Yeah.
See the rust there?
Oh yeah. Ooh.
That don't look bad,
I
does
see
it?
some marks going up.
Yeah, but I don't see like straight up
Well,
rust
go back.
on the cylinder walls, really. I mean,
Look at it.
Yeah, but that's nasty there, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like maybe that corrosion came from the top down. A little streak there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just oil.
I think it's just oil.
Let's just throw a little bit of oil in there. Let's not soak it. Just give it some lubrication to help it out, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's funny how the distributor is off the end of the cam here. And this is a velocity air meter. It's what like a Turbo Coupe Thunderbird has. Back when I was trying to tune my Maverick with the Turbo 2.3, I took the lid off it. See how they took the lid off of it? This controls fueling, which is scary. Somebody's been in there. There's like a dial in there and you can adjust things. So you're not supposed to, but you can.
I think we're good.
A little dark looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the engine oil there. At least it's got oil in it. We'll try to make sure we don't drop anything down in the cylinder before we put oil in there. Especially that third one. It looks like it had quite a bit of rust. We got little strips of wood and stuff. I guess they're spacing the battery out. At least that's not rusted out, right?
Yes. Looks good.
That European metal.
Held up, didn't it?
That may fit. Oh yeah. Hopefully our battery connections are good enough. We really struggle with battery cable in connections. We need to figure out exactly how long it's been sitting, really. Because if there's one thing I figured out, nobody knows how long their cars have been sitting. Everybody gives you the wrong amount of time when you actually look at the paperwork on when it was last driven.
Yeah, time goes by fast.
Why don't you look in the glove box, Clark?
Just a dab will do. That's good.
Just a little bit.
Whoa.
Whoa. That's way too much. We're not trying to break it loose, I don't think. That's plenty.
Okay.
There you go. The first two are a little heavy on the
Yeah.
sauce.
Probably 4 times that.
Wow. Okay. Just a splash is all I'm looking for here. Just a little. That's good.
You should have told me.
I literally did.
I did too.
We both said just a little bit.
Yeah, but just a little bit. You don't know what that means on me.
I mean, if it was a motor that the bores looked solid rusted up, we'd, fill it full, but
Well, I didn't know you were gonna just put the plugs back in.
I was.
Yeah,
Anything on registration or anything?
I think so.
Transfer of vehicle. 2004, Marge. I don't know what kind of form this is.
I ain't seen that before either.
That is a short dash. I love the gauges. 2004 again. Smog tested in 04. Needs attention. Timing belt, camshaft seal,
Oh, God.
crankshaft seal.
Oh, God.
Rack and pinion is leaking oil. Shocks for front of hood. Rear exhaust holder rubber. 4 casings. Steering linkage. Alternator belts.
Oh, God.
Engine oil leak.
Oh, God.
Upper hose and lower hose.
Oh, God.
I mean, the hood's staying up.
Where is this at? Where were they emissions testing? They don't do that around here. Anaheim, California.
I was going to say, for some reason, California sticks out in my mind. They might have told us that.
Here's a registration in 2011. 14 years? Because our friend had it. He sold it to his daughter, right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that worked, but yes.
And then they had it for a while, but they didn't actually drive it. This is 2004 again. Cars of this era, like after 1973 in California, are not nearly as valuable as they are here if they won't pass emissions and stuff.
Yeah.
Here's some labor, $100. This is in Ontario, California in 2004. So apparently this car was in California in 2004, then came to Tennessee. There's your title, Marge. 2011. So looks like it's been parked 14 years, guys.
Wow.
Owner's manual and warranty information. Might want to check out your warranty info. Okay. Yep. Okay. There we go. That's not that bad under there. It's like one crack there. It looks like the brakes and the clutch is on the same fluid. It looks full, but it looks black as the night, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Very dark brake fluid. What is this? Oh, that's an oil cap to put oil in. It says OEL. That's kind of how I pronounce it. Perfect car for me, right?
Yeah.
That looks like it's empty, doesn't it? I don't see anything.
Yeah, I think it's empty.
Yeah, so it's gonna need some coolant if it runs. I think this is power steering over here. Might as well just check it all, huh?
Probably should.
That one's not been opened. Yeah, we're good on power steering fluid. It says idle speed 900. It must have hydraulic valve. It says no valve lash, it says. Ralphie's gonna open up our air box here to make sure we don't have anything nasty that's gonna get sucked in the motor if we turn it over here.
Good idea.
Oh, sorry for.
Classic. Ooh.
That's a nest. That wouldn't have been good.
That's why I wanted to check, because that's like a classic place that little animals get in and shoot things up and, you know, give birth to their young and such.
You want to take that off?
Yeah, let's get that off. We'll just take the whole thing out. I got gloves on from the time we started working on this, because I got into poison oak in the woods, and it looked so bad, I didn't want to have to blur it out, guys, you know? So I just figured I'd take it easy on y'all and cover up my poison oak right now. I've always been super allergic to like poison ivy, poison oak. I'm sure 85% of y'all can understand why. Ooh, we've already got an issue. See that?
Ooh, I didn't touch it.
And that's a problem because if there's any leak between here and here, the engine doesn't know how much air came through. So we can't have a leak between here and there. That's why we gotta be ultra careful with this stuff. Marge, what do you got me into? You get all the hard cars like the MG and this.
Because I like cool things.
We didn't mention the MG came from the same people.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this Papaw's old wig or what? I think they came and sang at our church. What did that, a bird? You think a bird was flying in there?
There's mouse pills right there.
Classic mouse pill situation. All right, I'm just gonna toss all this. I swear I could make a wig out of that though. The way this thing works is air goes in here and there's literally a metal door that opens as the air needs through. Depending on how much that door opens, it sends a signal to the ancient computer that says, hey, more air's coming in, we need more fuel. So that's how that system works. It's really rudimentary. I don't really like them. I think they're restrictive, but what do I know?
What are we going to do about this hole right here?
We're gonna have to, don't touch it.
Flex seal?
I don't think Flex Seal will be the...
Duct tape?
Electrical tape is crazy. Flex seal.
I think if you touch that, to take it off, to tape it up, it's gonna break apart in your hands. Maybe some of that like really quick, JD Quick Weld or something.
Ralph's on it.
Well, you're in luck, Marge. I got some Ford spark plugs for you.
Woohoo!
First box I picked up, it looks literally identical.
Wow.
So I think that'll work just fine.
It doesn't say Bosch?
Doesn't say Bosch, no, not anymore. Since it's an aluminum head, I'm gonna put a little dab of anti-seize on this. Once again, Ralphie, don't wanna overdo this, okay? Oh wait, we don't need to put it in yet. Basically like that.
That's weak.
Little dab.
Yeah, I don't want much, like that at the most. I should have bought some at the parts store when I was there, but it looks like this is identical. You wanna look at how far the porcelain sticks out in the electrode. That tells you a lot about the heat range of the plug. But we'll put these in after we spin it over. This is gonna fix everything. Color match, oop, it happens. Color match and all. Act like you don't do it.
I smell it from here.
Yeah, that goes with it too.
It's the best smelling.
What are you talking about exactly?
Just air bubbles. We'll have to see if they make this hose. I would think they sell parts for this thing on some sketchy foreign website, probably.
Probably.
Last time I tried to buy something for Marge off a foreign website, it shut my card down for a month.
That's true. You might just give that whole thing a slight coat.
I'm trying to get this spot right here sealed up first. There you go, that's gonna be good to go. Marge, you ready? I'm gonna hook the battery up.
Okay.
Keys off.
Yeah.
Is that inside?
Yeah, it's my door dinger.
Oh, because the key's in it? Why don't you put it on the first click there? Don't try to start it or anything, but...
Okay, I think
Do you have any lights come on?
I have my stereo has a clock. That's it.
That's all the clicks you got before it starts?
I'm not sure. I was afraid.
What are you afraid of, Marge?
You told me not to.
What was that? All right, turn your key back to the off position, ma'am. Let me see about the crankshaft, if I can get something on there to try to turn it first, or if we gotta go straight to the battery. I do feel a crank bolt in there. It looks pretty easy to get to. So I'm going to see what size that is. We'll try to turn it over by hand first. That way we don't hurt anything. So it is a 24 millimeter, which is like basically 1 inch. And it's pretty tight fit in here, but thankfully we don't have a big mechanical fan or a big cast iron water pump in the way, which is what I'm kind of used to. I don't expect it to be stuck, guys. Or should I say I'm hoping it's not stuck. I don't know. Okay, it's moving. It was kind of stiff at first, and then it kind of popped loose real quick. Unfortunately, I can't really get like an extension on this, and it's barely grabbing into that bolt. You guys think it's gonna like start right up?
Maybe.
I hope so.
You hear that crunching?
I did hear the crunching.
Crunched, didn't it? Okay. Well, that makes you feel better. It's not stuck. See? It's got a metal belly pan. That socket's gone for good. Marge was following me in the Metro Mart the other day. She said I lost something out on the road. Probably some other tool.
It was something metal because it clanked under my car.
Let me just drop a clip in here of what the Metro Mart's doing right now. Okay. We need to fix that. Yeah, that was super sketch. So, like I told y'all, that's why we didn't get to go to power tour in it last year. We still got issues to sort out there. It's a good thing we didn't take it last year. I guess let's just try it with the key, Marge. See what happens.
Okay.
We may have a problem here with the key I just thought about. If we can't push the clutch down, it may not start, you know?
Oh, it has like a safety switch or something?
In a manual, you know? Yeah, nothing happened. I may have to give this thing the stomp, Marge.
Donkey stomper.
Come on, move. Oh, okay. Well, it moved and it didn't come back, but it's not all the way down, I don't think, enough. Really stuck bore on the clutch there. See if that changed anything. Nothing. There's no lights coming on your dash, Marge.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing coming on.
I'm going to start apologizing now. I'm sorry.
Why would nothing be coming on?
I would say there's a wire somewhere that's crossed up. That's what I would say.
It doesn't really look like the harness has been all chewed up, though. You know, like looking at the wires out here, I don't see anything that looks like it's obviously chewed up. It looks like it's going to fight us, Marge. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody's converted the air conditioning to R134A. That's a conversion fitting there.
Okay.
Right here is that clutch master cylinder under all this brittle rubber and plastic pieces. So I do have a new one here, but I really don't want to put it in there until I know if it's going to run or not. Okay, well maybe I can bypass some stuff and just turn it over, you know? I mean, that's not get us any closer to running it, but it could get us closer to turning it over. I don't see a starter solenoid. It must be down on the starter. I don't see you. Did they really put it on the low side of the motor? Is that it down there? No? Where's your starter at? Where are they hiding that at? You know there's cars that have starters like in the bell housing?
What?
Inside of it? Or under the intake manifold? That's a real thing.
That's good.
I think we may have a connection issue, Marge.
That's weird.
Okay.
I didn't fully tighten this. I didn't really think it was needed.
It might have been needed, Dad.
You hear how that beeper's getting louder?
Yeah.
It's still rusty, but I'll see what that does. We actually looked it up, and I think the starter's on the back side of the motor going the other direction, guys.
Wow.
Under the car.
That's incredible.
Let's see if this does anything. Oh, I got lights.
Yay!
I got oil pressure and battery life. That's miles per gallon. Oh, what was that? I didn't touch it. I touched this? 160 mile per hour speedometer.
We're going to try that out.
Look at the fuel gauge. 1 to 1, which is full, right? I know what fractions are. And R, which I guess is like, I ran out of gas. I don't know what that means. It says you got to shift at 6,500, Marge. Here we go. Oh, I got some over here too. Okay.
Woohoo!
That sounded good.
We're getting somewhere.
It's 12 o'clock a.m. on your radio. So it just got its first little jolt. Well, let's throw the plugs back in it.
I'm getting excited.
Hopefully with this anti-seize, it won't seize up anymore, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's be super careful about this, okay? See that? The fuel rail is not bolted down. So somebody has tried to start taking the injectors out of it. That's a good sign.
It's really promising.
Let's see how this screws back in. That's a negative, it's already stiff. Oh, now we're good. At least you spun over free, huh?
Hey, I'm excited now.
It's really good.
I don't want to over tighten that and strip it out. Well, here, you want to do the rest? And
Yeah, sure.
I'll do what I gotta do. I'll pop this back one on here. I just wanted to do it to make sure we weren't gonna hurt the cylinder head. I've seen some people ruin some stuff. You gotta push pretty hard on those plug wires to get them back on. Minimum of 91 octane, Marjorie. Somebody's put a new end on that. Oh, and it broke. Yeah, it's a little flat. That's nice to keep it from scratching your quarter panel up. Be careful with that. I wonder about the fuel. Look down here. So I figured out this bungee cord is what's holding this fuel hose up. So it was completely kinked when it was back like this. So maybe they had it kinked and it wasn't working. I think they said they replaced this fuel pump. They thought the mechanic may have replaced this fuel pump. It kind of looks newer. Doesn't look like it was installed correctly to me unless... Oh, I think these have a shield that covers. I think it's supposed to come back like that, but it's not supposed to be kinked. We're gonna let it hang there so it gets fuel gravity fed to it. We don't know if it has fuel in it or not. We're just gonna see what happens. Wall's got all that back together. We gotta bolt this down before we try anything here, because if it does make some fuel pressure, we don't wanna be popping the whole injector rail off mid-start. I wonder where the bolts were. Did we get any bolts with it, Marge?
I don't think so.
We need to bolt it down. Maybe I have some bolts that fit it. I found some random metric bolts from the body shop I used to work at. I think it's the right size, Marjorie.
Good.
Marge couldn't find nothing in the car.
No.
Is that 5 or 6 millimeter threads? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with metric stuff. But even these are loose up here.
Is my injectors plugged in?
Yeah, the injectors are plugged in. They're massive looking injectors.
That's right.
It's just like older cars. Electronic stuff was a lot bigger size-wise back then. All right, let's just see if it'll run. Ralph, why don't you get back there and listen for the fuel pump? I'm gonna cycle the key. Anything?
Nothing.
That's positive. Let's just try it. First try. What's it doing?
Nothing. I mean,
Shaking? Was it shaking?
a little bit.
Okay, so we probably don't have any fuel pressure, if I was guessing. Judging by Ralph not hearing the fuel pump on. Yeah. This is our fuel supply line, looks like. That's our return, that's our regulator right there. I don't see a way to check it. We might just have to take this cap off and cycle the key. I would assume this is just a plug. Oh, there's a ball that seals it off. All right, just cycle it on, don't try to start it. Nothing?
There you go.
Okay, just try to crank it. Oh. Wait, we did get fuel.
Finally.
So where'd that come from?
Just had to take a minute, maybe.
Oh, it smells old. So does it have 2 fuel pumps or 1? Because that back one didn't sound like it was doing anything. With that thing being that exposed, we should have heard it come on. I wonder if it's got like an electric pump that goes to a second pump or a mechanical pump or something. Because a lot of cars from back then had 2 pumps. Possibility that first pump isn't working and we have fuel but not enough pressure maybe. Let's put this cap back on though and try to actually start it again. Yeah.
Is this a fuse?
Yeah, it's a European fuse. All right, Ralph, cycle the key on and off.
That's on.
Keep going back on and off. I'm not getting no signal back here. All right, try to crank it. The pump is kicking on. Only when it's cranking, which is odd. That's strange. Usually they cycle with a key, you know?
Yeah, prime the pump.
You see how the tack is backwards? instead of going like this, it goes like this.
Yeah, everything's backwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you try anything with the throttle?
No.
So what is it saying about fuel? It's not reading at all. It's like completely on the rear.
Hey, but the miles per gallon gauge, when you crank it, it goes to
I saw
like
that.
0.
What do you think about putting some fresh gas in it?
I support that.
Or should we drain it and then put fresh gas? Probably
We
better
could
to drain
try to
it. wouldn't it?
siphon
Does
it.
it have a drain plug?
Well, that fuel fitting's on the very bottom.
Oh, we could just undo it.
So you would think it would just pour out.
I mean,
Yeah.
we ain't got no good 93 though. It's sitting.
It's a valid point.
It's probably better than what's in it. It's probably 23.
Lower the octane number, like cheap gas, actually fires off easier. The higher the octane, the higher pressure and temperature it takes to ignite it.
So we might need some cheap gas to start it.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's kind of the opposite of what people think. People think like race gas like really fires off, you know, quicker, easier, better, whatever, but really it's the opposite. It resists firing off is what the thing is. So you can put more ignition time, more boost in it and make more power. Okay, let's see if we can drain it. We got the Dollar General swimming pool here. Best drain pan in the country. Take this clamp off here and hopefully a bunch of fuel comes out that's nasty. Maybe they made it easy on us, Marge.
That'd be good.
We also have fuel filters and stuff to think about. We should go ahead and change. I don't know the quality on this pump. Well, maybe we can see a brand name on it or something. Maybe it's one of them Boost pumps. You think it's gonna be brown?
Yes, I do.
That's a big hose. It's like at least a 3/8. Actually, it's bigger than a 3/8, isn't it?
Yeah.
15-30 seconds. That's not even a number. What in the world? Oh. Oh, wow.
She dark.
That's disgusting.
Well, at least we know it's gravity feeding to the pump.
That is disgusting.
Why does it have a fuel line that big?
That hog leg.
Yeah. Putting some fresh gas in it should help. So if much fuel comes out of here, our sending unit is not working correctly because it's reading that there's no fuel in the tank. Definitely the easiest gas tank I've drained.
Well, the custody is pretty easy.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's not good. You mean this car's been parked a long time?
Spark plug.
I think she's got to carry something.
Exactly. She's huffing.
Well, it didn't have much fuel in it, but I would think that'd be enough to register on the gauge. I mean, Marge runs on less than that pretty much every day of the week. I don't see a name brand on the pump at all. I see just some numbers, so I don't know if it's any good or not, but it definitely seems to be doing something. Kind of looks really dirty on the inlet side, though, which scares me. Marge opened the back up here. We haven't been back here. What have you found, Marge? Oh, is this like a glass roof like you were talking about? Ooh, Saratoga top. Nice.
I couldn't lift it all up, so
Oh,
I
look
don't
at
know
that.
what else is
I
in
got
it.
it right there. Oh, look, it's got one of those spares that folds out.
What?
Those are so cool. Looks like a toolkit, like to change your flat. Looks like you got some speaker stuff and some old house carpeting. It's always good to have. That's a drain vent from up here. So we don't see any like missing pieces. There's supposed to be a shield over the fuel pump and stuff, and I don't see any of that. That just needs some RIT dye on it, Marge.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you try your headlights, Marge? I'd love to see if your headlights actually pop up or not. If they work, I'll be amazed. Oh, they work.
And they're on too.
Look at that. I can't believe it. Usually they don't work.
Yeah.
Turn them back off, see if they go down. Wow, I'm impressed, Marge.
Things you're looking at.
Yeah. While we're doing fuel system things, I'm going to unplug the injectors, which is all too easy. Look at that. I mean,
That's barely on there.
barely. We're going to see if they're still doing the clicky thing here. I'm going to give them a ground on one side. Doesn't matter which side you hook it to. Should hear it click. This thing's too loud. We're going to have to do it without this. I'm making me a little test rig here. I'm going to take the Milwaukee battery and try it that way. Just don't touch the ends together, guys. It really doesn't matter on the polarity on this. This is how I used to roll windows up and down in cars in the body shop. And we should hear it click. That's clicking. Yeah. Okay. I've had some on LS cars and stuff that have been sitting in a junkyard that the injectors no longer would click, and you gotta replace them. Okay, our injectors are doing the thing. They could still be stopped up. It's got a fuel filter on the car. I kind of doubt that. Usually if they gum up, that's when they don't work anymore. But these were really, really loosely plugged in, I guess from age. But I'm just gonna make sure they're really plugged in good. We're gonna say the injectors are okay. I mean, we haven't checked for spark yet, but usually on fuel injected cars, electronic ignitions, that's not where your problem is. So I'm gonna kind of avoid that for now. I already have a new filter here and it's up in front of this tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and jack this thing up. Probably just put a new pump and filter just to weed out that the pump isn't just not pumping enough, you know? Maybe it's not pumping enough pressure. This is a 8mm. Is that one loose already or is that a smaller size? 7 on that side. Maybe that's so you wouldn't hook the wires up backwards or something. That makes it easy enough, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was really loose. Super loose. I ran the pump like this on my Starlet. I had 2 of these style pumps right here. They usually have a check valve in them. Same old nasty gas. So we'll keep this as a spare, just in case.
I mean, it definitely looks like it's clogged up.
What good does it?
No.
I think there's a strainer that goes in the tank here. I'm going to pull it out too, just in case it's like stopped up. That is a huge hose, and this is not the correct thing. It says PCV hose, so it's not even made for fuel. This appears to be a 17. Let's see what this looks like. It should be a like mesh fuel strainer filter, pre-filter. That is pretty cool. There's going to be more fuel coming out.
Wow.
Oh, look how nasty it is.
Looks disgusting.
Yeah, that's going to be cleaned out. This is the very bottom of the fuel tank. Oh wow. Hold on. Look at this, guys.
Uh-oh.
It's like ½ inch deep in the bottom of this tank. Whatever that is, the old fuel varnish. Is that the word?
Yep.
It smells putrid.
Well, it definitely looks it too. Okay, we're going to have to dig all this out and rinse it out. Crazy amounts of this on here. It feels like I'm digging in Play-Doh. What have you bought, Marge?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to get something to dig in there with. Oh yeah, it's like hard back in there, and then you push on it and it softens up. Oh man, this is gonna take a minute. Got one of my Mortsky scrapers now. The hard part's gonna be trying to pull it back out after you dig it up, I think. You may just have to rely on the fresh fuel to rinse it out or something, you know?
Yeah.
All the way against the back there, that's good. That's a chunker right there.
Can I get my hands in there from the back?
I don't think your hands are gonna fit in this though. I tell you this, I do like this tank design. Like it has a tiny sump built in, so you always have fuel even in a curve or a launch, you know, and it makes it really easy to clean this out compared to most tanks. You'd be digging at this from the top or way over the side. Knocking it loose, I just can't get a hold of it good.
Oh,
Oh, that's
it's
about
halfway
awful.
full.
That's
Like,
about awful.
Of sediment?
yes.
That's actually really bad.
Oh Lord. Golly.
It's like halfway full, isn't it?
Looks like the bottom of my septic tank.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awful. There's a ton of junk in there. All right, we got some real cleaning to do. How big those chunks are, Marge?
That's crazy.
That is super crazy. So thick around the end of that right there. So this gives it like a perfect place for dirt to sit, you know? Mm-hmm. Well, this could definitely be contributing to what's up with why it wouldn't run. No telling what the fuel filter looks like past this. And that pre-screen is pretty stopped up looking, you know?
Yeah.
That could have hurt our old pump that was in here. So we'll just clean this out as best we can and just replace that fuel filter and fuel pump. And maybe we can get some fresh gas to this thing. Hopefully our injectors aren't stopped up.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy, isn't it, real?
Yeah.
Reaching as far as I can reach, which is not very far in
It's
here.
like Play-Doh.
That's crazy.
I'm jealous.
You can do it. Here, you want to do it? I just figured you wouldn't want the gas fumes.
Yeah, I probably don't need to.
There's some carb cleaner here. Try to wash some of that out and break it loose. Do your magic. Well, typical us, we don't have not even a drizzle of new fuel here. So I'm gonna go to the gas station, get some gas. We'll dump some 89 through it and just wash it out, you know? And then I'll get 10 gallons or something, 93 March, if that's all right with you.
Sounds great. I'm just dying to dig into this mess. So I got me a little poker thing. I'm gonna try not to poke a hole in nothing. Let's see what I can find. The ducks are getting big. They're good and healthy.
They changed colors completely.
Yeah, I didn't really notice it.
Ew. There's just chunks.
We left Marge in there working on it. There's no telling what she'll do to that car.
No telling.
I've actually had these gas cans in the back of the truck for like a week, and I've just been trying to save up my pennies to fill them up. We're just gonna have to splurge, I guess.
While we're waiting on the gasoline, I'll spray this little guy with some parts cleaner. See if we can't get him looking better. See all that gunk down in there too? All right, new can. It's looking better in there. Pretty good.
$166 later, I got all the fuel. I didn't get diesel because I'd have had to go in and pay a third time, you know. That would have absolutely wiped out the envelope. All right, let's go rinse this tank out and just see what Marge has done.
Well, Lordy, what all did you buy?
I just got gas. Well, that's true. We're gonna flush this out with some 87 first.
Oh,
To make it in the pan?
yeah. I mean, it's splashing, but yeah.
Any junk coming out?
Yeah. Yeah, it's dirty.
Think that's enough?
Yeah. Yeah, it
We don't
looks,
want to waste it.
looks pretty clear.
We got some more pebbles here at the entrance. They couldn't make the jump, so I'm gonna have to help them off the cliff here. We'll give it another rinse. How about that? Let's go an extra mile. It's Marge's car, guys.
Right.
The one thing you don't want is getting a call from the wife while she's out trying to get to Target, you know, in her Porsche. You know the type.
Stop it. That's not me. It's a Dollar General, okay?
Exactly. There's some gravels in there. All right, second flush. Sometimes you gotta do it. Any chunks come out?
Yeah, it looks dirty.
Clear.
All right, I'll stop. I've got a curvy hook tool here. I'm trying to grab this stuff and pull it to the doorway. Oh, there we go. It's like that coin game at the arcade, you know, where it pushes a little bit, pushes. You gotta push them off the edge or rock the machine when nobody's looking. Final rinse. Any chunkies?
No.
You clear now?
It's like a darn waterfall.
It's good to go.
Oh my gosh. That's wonderful.
Look at that, Marge.
That is disgusting.
Wow.
Good thing we checked it, huh?
I don't think she's gonna run on that, buddy.
No. Merchandise available at thesleeperdude.com. We do all our merchandise in-house. We try to give you the best deal we can and ship them out to you as quick as possible. No pre-orders or anything around here. You can check out our second channel, Sleeper Dude 2, third channel, Sleeper Dude Armed, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Sleeper Dude 88, and you can see Squeezy painting at Squeezy Arts. Marge has been clean on this, so I'm going to blow it from the inside out here. Pretty cool design, actually.
As far as she goes, brother.
All right, seal it up in there, but don't floor it. Just give it a little bit. Oh, that was 100%. Yeah, thank you, man.
Sorry, I wouldn't mean to.
That's probably good enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
I put some oil on the O-ring here, so hopefully we don't kinkle-dinkle this guy up going back in. That was a mess, Marjorie.
Yes, it was.
I'm talking about a mess. From pictures I've seen, it's supposed to have a much shorter hose between the pump and this fuel tank outlet. Our fuel filter is right up there. I can see it. There you go. I don't know why, but there's a bunch of like hammer marks in this. Why would you hammer? Did they think it was the fuel pump and they're trying to get it to run or something?
Oh, Lord.
I'm trying to break this loose. It's a 17 and a 19. Wow, I'm not having any luck with that. It's incredibly tight. Come on. Oh, that is not breaking loose, Marjorie.
What the heck no?
That's what I'm sitting here thinking. Maybe this side will break loose. Slipped loose. Didn't break loose. Something moved there. Okay, I got the outlet side loose. Oh, it's gonna leak on me. Come on. Can there be any more fuel in this car? It is going down into my armpit hole.
Oh my gosh, I see it.
Oh, that's awful. I'm gonna have to take a bath outside tonight. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely soaked. All the way down my arm, up into my armpit.
Ciao.
Oh, you're not
On that
kidding.
humor.
Still haven't got the other end to break loose. Oh, wow. That was so unnecessarily tight. Why?
She probably leaked from there and they probably soused her down.
No doubt. Okay, some more fuel. Let's get a little screwdriver hose clamp thing that holds it in here, which I approve of. Come on, work with daddy. There you go. Oh, lost the clamp. Oh, look how dark that is. That is terrible.
Oh yeah, you done it.
Wow. It's literally all the way down your back.
I mean, it looks like it's been in there a long time, doesn't it?
That's to me.
Surely, if you spent thousands of dollars at a mechanic to get a fuel system fixed, you would replace the fuel filter, right?
Is there junk in it?
It was very dark.
That's nasty.
Oh yeah, there's stuff coming out. Look. Look at that.
Ooh!
That looks like when I put diesel in it.
Yeah.
Didn't it look like your Festiva did?
Yeah. No wonder it wouldn't run.
Okay, good thing we're replacing that. That is a big filter. I'm getting out of this gasoline and we're gonna let this air out overnight. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Sure.
The fumes have cleared out. It's the next day. I'm gonna put this guy on there. Nice shirt. Where'd you get it? TheSleeperDude.com.
Get now. Go check it out. Is that stopped up? Why don't you check it?
We're good. Before I hook this up, I'm gonna blow this line out. It just goes from here up to the filter. I just don't want any dirt, going through it. Did you see that?
I had my eyes closed. I was worried.
It took that long for anything to come through. I think it was stopped up. I put a bunch of air through it and it didn't go.
Oh my god.
Unless it's like a check valve in there. It could be a check valve thing. But it did not go for a while and then it all of a sudden popped. That's crazy. Good thing I did that, huh?
Yeah.
Could be part of our problem right there.
I smell it now. It smells old, like old gas.
Yeah. Screw this thing back in. So now we know we're gonna have a good filter and a good pump. Make sure you look at the arrow on it, guys. We got ours the correct direction. It's got like, almost like power steering lines is what the fuel lines look like. This is kind of a pain to get to up in here. Just ask Marge.
Oh yeah.
I like that it just screws into it though. That's nice. Our new pump actually comes with this part, which I believe does have a check valve in it. So I'm gonna take this one out and use the new one.
Hey, wiggle butt. Come here.
She's too hyper, come here.
Oh, she got my shoe.
I like how they made these wires different sizes so you know exactly where it goes.
Yeah,
So
that's a good idea.
the big one is the negative one and the small one is the positive one. I'm positive on that. Ralphie is checking our rear end. It's actually our rear end and our transmission.
It's bigger than a 5/8.
Bigger than a 5/8 Allen? Well, why do we check our own rear end?
Nobody's gonna check it for you.
That's exactly right. Words to live by right there. Oh, is that the wrench you found?
Yeah, it's too big.
Oh,
So it's between a 3/4 and a 5/8.
11/16. Or it's probably metric, but it's probably not standard at all.
None of these fit, and these are the biggest ones. And none of our wrenches fit, so we're gonna have to get some because we don't have it.
That's crazy.
Price.
I'm having to reuse the little copper washers or whatever because the ones that came with it don't appear to be the right size. We've actually had better luck with old copper washers than we have new ones though. So maybe that'll work out. I don't know where this fuel pump sat from the factory, but until we get the cover and brackets and stuff that somebody took off here, we're just gonna zip tie it right there. That'll be fine, right, Marge?
Yeah.
Blow through this hose just to make sure everything's clean. The hose that it shows on the parts store website for this is a U-shaped hose. It's like a molded hose that's made to make the turn. So it probably needs something like that. All right, going down. Oh yeah, that won't hit a curb. We're good.
Alright, we're gonna put that good 93 in here. Get on that bow. Why you just help hold the thing too?
Teamwork.
Open it more. Oh wait.
Just to make sure we don't have any more issues, I'm going to unhook the fuel line, if I can, and take the fuel rail off, look down in the tops of our injectors and make sure they're not full of trash or something. There we go. That's the fuel coming from the tank, I believe. I guess I'll take this cap back off this end so we can blow through the rail and stuff. Leaking, Marge?
No leaks.
We should have just looked at this while it was loose, huh?
Yeah.
Thought we could bypass a step. Isn't that other car you had drive?
Yeah.
Please don't break anything. Just pop out of there like that. Oh, we got little clips. We're going to have to pop those clips off there. See, guys, got these little clips here. That's what holds the injectors in there. On a bunch of cars, I'll lift these off, and it worked just fine. We'll probably put them back on because Marge worries about stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll definitely put them back on.
It's bolted down.
Ralph, what about the $10 mini bike frame that came with this deal? You gonna get to work on it soon? You
I've
think?
been too busy.
You busy on other stuff?
Yeah.
Right,
Coming soon.
we should be able to pull this out of here now. Hopefully the O-rings gonna stay good. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna unhook this. Looks like it tees off the same. Oop, sorry about that. So one of these I figured out, it equals out the pulses in the fuel system from the injector so that fuel pressure doesn't spike. That's what it does. They're really stuck in the rail. I don't think they've been out anytime lately. Just try not to hurt them. There we go. So if you don't know, there's a filter in these, in the top. And you can run a screw down in there and pull the filters out if you want to replace them or just take them out. We will see if those flow anything. One time my LTD wagon was missing on one cylinder. I pulled all the injectors out at work like this and looked down them, and one of them, the little brass insert out of a Schrader valve in the fuel rail, fell right in there. It was the exact same size as the hole and just completely plugged the injector. Well, they definitely are dirty. I don't see them that are completely stopped up. You know, it's not completely plugged with dirt or anything. Maybe we can just spray them out. I kind of hate to take the filters out and then stuff get through that shouldn't.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's just see what we can do about cleaning them. I'm going to run the injector over here on the little 12-volt battery. Ralphie's holding the wires on it, making sure they don't touch. She's going to try to spray it through the injector backwards so it flushes out the filter. You guys ready? Did I tell you to start?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what that meant. I
No,
thought
y'all ready?
I don't
When
think
you,
it's going in
what
there.
I was going to say is when you hear it start clicking, spray it. Don't spray it wide open, okay?
Okay.
See it coming out?
You see the trash that came out?
Yep. I'm pretty good at this. Now you can send your injectors off, and there's very skilled companies that will clean them and flow test and put new filters in them and all the stuff. Obviously, we ain't got time for that. Look at the dirt and junk that came out of that. Looks like it's working. I've never tried it this way. Usually I've ripped the filters out of them, ran with no filter, but you know, it was my own car though, not Marge's.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. This really works. I may have invented a new thing. I don't know. At least I've never done it this way. So it is cleaning them. At least a little bit. All right, next, please. Hear the sound change? Is that big black thing just popped out?
Yes, it did.
Look at that, guys. That's a big chunker. Wow. That sound completely changes. Sounds like Poopy's when he's trying to eat.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that should be pretty good. This is just like a carburetor, guys. Small amounts of dirt will cause big problems. So that's just out of 3 of them right there. You can see it definitely was flushing dirt back out of them. I don't know if it's safe to like submerge them in ultrasonic cleaner. I think we did that to one engine. We're gonna oil these O-rings up and put them back in the motor now. You always wanna put oil on your O-rings. Before we put our injectors back in, I'm gonna crank this engine over and try to get all the fuel out of the lines that could be bad.
You got a little, not a crazy one. It looks pretty awful.
It didn't seem like it was running the entire time, did it?
No, it was intermittent.
I don't know how the programming works. Oh, wow. Good thing we did that. So that's what was already bad in the lines. We might should do that again, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why the pump's not running the whole time. We may have to hotwire that thing. It's not pumping, is it?
Well, it did after.
After?
When you let off, it did.
It still looks pretty dirty.
Let's try it again. We must have air in the system. It's going good now. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So good now.
So that's always a good idea, guys. Flush out your fuel system.
It's pretty.
If you're replacing stuff, because you can see all that dirt. All of that would have went right in the injectors. Just gonna blow out my fuel rails. Got some power steering fluid here. I'm gonna put on the O-rings. None of them appear to be ripped. But you never want to put the O-rings in dry. I've messed up a few. Oh yeah, easy peasy. All right, Marge, I'm putting them back, I promise.
Thank you.
Is it gonna run after this, guys?
I think it will.
Yep. Yeah, I think after you did all that, probably.
I hope so.
This one right here, you got catty corn.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Just gotta make sure they're all lined up. Give them a push, and we can bolt them back down. I'm feeling optimistic, Marge.
That's rare for you.
I know, right? I really like the style of the fuel lines and stuff. It doesn't have them goofy clips and stuff.
That's right. She ready to go.
I guess. Let's try it, Marge. Say a little prayer for her, okay?
We'll do.
Please start. Marge.
I'm sorry. Give it some gas and try her again.
I've been messing with it. I mean, with a fuel injected car, it literally could be anything. Like, it could be the computer not telling the injectors to fire, could be no spark, could be not seeing an RPM signal.
I told you give her some gas and try her again. Clean her out, rev her up.
I wonder why the mechanic couldn't get it running.
I don't know. She's clogged up, I guess.
I'm not even a mechanic.
I think it's loud.
It gets the island.
You want me to up the idle?
Oh,
I see where the idle is.
that is so awesome.
Woohoo!
That is so awesome.
The idle screw's like broke.
That's crazy.
Oh, maybe that's what's up.
Look,
Be careful with that hose.
like the head of it is like it's only half.
Oh, somebody's been messing with it and broke it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't like idling at all. Smoked quite a bit, but we put some oil down the cylinders.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Those will smoke. Yep.
Here, why don't you put some antifreeze in there? That's the only thing we haven't really checked.
I thought she was trying the first time.
I
That's
never
what
heard it
said.
trying at all.
Just give it some gas. I feel like it was just like needed some gas. It was a little clogged up. Put the gas here and
You hear how loud the like valve train was?
I heard that, and it's hydraulic, so it shouldn't really be loud, I wouldn't think. It's not direct injected, so, it shouldn't have any noise there either. I'm really honestly really happy that it's not leaking fuel everywhere after all the stuff we
yeah.
touched.
Yeah.
Man, that is a good feeling, though.
yes,
Obviously, it's got some little tuning work to do here and there, but the fact that it runs is a big deal.
yes.
And see, guys, we may have a hole in this down below or something we can't see.
Oh shoot.
Oh, we're full. We're full. If we have a hole down there, any sort of leak between here and inside the motor,
Well, does it matter that this is all the way open?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
Well, let's try to crank it back up now that we know it has coolant in it. Where's the radiator? It's way down in there. I don't even see it.
Yeah, I see the fans, but
It's kind of funny to me you were talking about it, like it could be this and that, and then just like up and together.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get that to move at all.
push her.
Yeah, the head of this is broke off, but I think I can turn it just by hand here, actually. Yeah. All right, Marge, why don't you get there and start? I'll adjust the idle from out here.
You gonna do the idle?
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust it right now. Hold on. It must be really... Okay, now it's just starting to move. Okay, try it again. Pretty good right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll just leave it a little bit high.
Sounds pretty good, don't it?
A little ticky. But see, it's pegging the oil pressure gauge. It's definitely got oil pressure. Oil pressure light's off too. Your tack works. Give it a little rev, Marge. A little smoky. Woo! And maybe these things are a little noisy. I don't know. Maybe the lifters just need time to build up or something. Oil change probably would help too. But a lot of times when one's been sitting, if the oil's usable, it's good to get it hot and let it all kind of settle to the bottom hot and then drain it. I don't see anything leaking under there.
It's actually puffing.
It is puffing quite a bit, yeah.
Hey, you smoke, that means you broke.
Exactly.
Give it up.
Is the temperature gauge moving at all?
Not really.
You watch that, because we don't want it to get hot. You can feel the engine pulling the air in there. It's a certified ripper, Marge. I wish your clutch worked. So our clutch is completely stuck. What's your... Yeah.
Go.
He smokes a little bit. Give it a rev. Pretty throaty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like your MG does. Okay, that's good. That's good, honey.
I think it's gonna clean them out.
How's your brake pedal feel?
Pretty good.
It's hard. Is it hard?
You just need to move that clutch pedal. It'll be fine.
It's a little noisy, isn't it? Smells like a hot rat pee. Nice smell. Stinks, don't it? Man. Okay, why don't you shut it off? Well, Marge, you may have done pretty good. See, stuff like this puzzles me. Like, why couldn't the guy they sent it to fix it?
Well, obviously he didn't do all the steps. I don't think he cleaned that gas tank. Yeah.
Well, that fuel filter had never been changed. Tank had never been cleaned out, and those injectors didn't look like they'd been cleaned out.
That's a long time. That's not a couple years.
Yeah.
Like, nobody had been in that tank messing.
Yeah. I actually talked to them on the phone last night. They were telling me they put Stay-Bil in it, but then again, sitting from 2011, 14 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we took out all that old gas.
Yes. It was obviously all throughout the system.
I think she's a pretty good runner, it looks like. I mean, it's responding great to throttle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a little ticky, a little smoky. I will say that.
Put oil down the cylinders.
How much miles does it have?
89,000.
Oh, well, it's not. It shouldn't be like
Maybe.
bad cylinder boards or nothing.
You wouldn't think so. I guess let's start figuring out how to get this clutch working.
Woo!
Good job, Marge.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
We didn't know.
I was so worried about this that it wasn't going to work out too well.
Yeah, you never know. I was super worried about getting this one running and the Jeep we just did. Thankfully, we were able to get both of them running.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There's the new clutch master cylinder, which is down in there. Did it come with a new hose? No, that's unfortunate. This should be why our clutch pedals aren't moving. It's stuck inside there, the piston is. Hopefully this isn't too hard to change out. We're gonna vacuum up this rat mess here before we dig in there. Gotta be careful around that stuff, guys. Oh, Lord. That's such a weird thing.
Don't hurt my hoses.
No. Use the extension hose now. I'm gonna give it the 150 shot here. I don't know if the bolts, you have to get to them from this side or if you have to get to them from the other side. Just spray everything, Marge.
Probably should have done that yesterday or the day before.
Well, I don't usually think about it in case we have any brake issues in the future.
Now we're putting some more gas in it. Now we know that it runs.
It's too expensive to waste it.
Yeah, in case you have to drop the tank or something.
It looks like it bolts on from this side, so maybe that'll be easy. Anytime I don't have to get underneath the dash, it's a good day. I'm gonna try to be super duper careful with this. I don't even know what it does, but it looks very plastic. Both clamps on both ends are about rotted off there. Oh, look at that. It's like a cramp style clamp on this. Well, I'm scared. I don't want to hurt that brake reservoir. Oh, that was weak. It's almost rusted through all the way already. It probably needs new brake fluid anyway. Oh, it's scary being plastic. It's this old. Oh, there we go. Okay.
He doesn't trade.
It's really odd that it's locked up solid and so rusty, even though it has brake fluid in it. Like a lot of times they get dry. Oh, is that rotted off there already or what? It's moving. I think the clamp is completely rotted. Oh, wow. Got all over me. That's the Barb, this guy here, not our topping teacher.
She was a good one.
She was. Still is. Man, look how tight this is. Like, where the fitting is I gotta get to is right there. It's like, you can't even hardly get a wrench in there. Okay. I would recommend always break your hard lines loose before you unbolt the part from the car. It's like 10 times easier to break them loose when they're actually still bolted in than when they're sitting there jiggling. It's just not enough room to get in there. Trying to get some brake fluid in here to go ahead and kind of bleed some of the air out of the system because it was shipped dry. So there's nothing coming out of the outlet when I do that. It's definitely full of air. I've changed up the way I'm doing it. I put a hose down the brake fluid thing. There you go.
Dad.
What? Oh, sorry.
Dad.
Oh, does the steering wheel tilt up or something?
Hey, I moved the seat up. You might should move it back.
Why would you do
Because I was thinking about driving it. I could barely reach the pedals.
Think about the clutch not working?
No, I was just getting ready.
Oh, you can get off there with just my hand?
Surely.
Okay, I got the seat moved back a little bit more. Oh, man.
Sure are noisy down there.
It's not fun anymore to get under a dash. I can't even see what I'm trying to take off here. I think I know what it needs based on other clips on other cars, but this is a Porsche, so I really don't know. You know, I was just thinking, this is a 40-year-old Porsche. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. Hey, she's still ready to rip.
Clearly. I get it? Oh, yeah. And now we got probably some washers to catch. Can I get back out of here? Oh, Lord, Marge. Well, if you're wondering what holds the clutch rod in on a Porsche, that's what holds it in. Now I just gotta get the master cylinder out. I think we just need the jam nut and this little end here that's in the vise. Ralphie, what is this rocker arm off of?
Oh, I wanted to show you that. I found it upstairs. I forgot to show you.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Does all this match up? Yes. So we don't know exactly where this needs to be adjusted to. We'll just kind of set it the same as this other one. It had like 3 or 4 threads showing, so I'll back that up and we'll call her good right there. What's up, Granny? Did you hear it running? Oh, did you see it running? You ready to take a ride in it? I wonder how she would act riding in a car.
Oh my gosh.
She's too big. Ellie, look, there's Granny. Why don't you go see Granny, huh? No?
No.
13 millimeter short socket with a swivel. That appears to be what the magic's gonna be to get this out. Oh, I hope I don't drop it. Can't get my hand back in there. Got it. One more to go. That one's even harder to get to because the wiring harness is in the way. I'm just glad I can take the bolts out from this side though. I'm afraid I'm gonna drop this. Is it still in the socket? Oh, man, I just won the lottery on that one. There it is.
As it like falls, it
Yeah.
just
Should be nothing else holding it, in theory. It is absolutely stuck in there. What is he holding it?
The rest.
Okay, gotta get something bigger. I'm really worried because I don't want to pry against like these plastic hoses and stuff that are right behind it. Oh, I think it moved.
Yeah, take a pry bar to it.
Oh yeah, there we go. It looks so bad. I think it's the rubber boot that's stuck now. Wow. There's your old one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
she roached.
See, inside here,
Ooh.
that piston is what was stuck. I'm going back in with a new one now. Is this going to fix all of our problems, Marge?
Absolutely.
I really hope that the line and the slave cylinder and all that's good. I just put a 5/16 fuel injection hose on here. I'm sure it's probably supposed to be something different. We can always do that later, right?
Yeah. It's gotta be better than that crusty one I had on there.
Yeah. Man, it's so hard to get in there. All this stuff's in the way. There you go. Not back on the studs. And that should be about the right length for that. Always easier to start these hard lines, especially before everything's bolted up. So I try to start them by hand and then bolt the master cylinder up. So stuff like this, when you're trying to start a nut that you can't get directly on, a magnet seems to help. Like get the magnet on there just to hold it, get it kind of in place, and then use your fingers after that to try to spin it. It's a real pain. I haven't got this one started yet. I can't get straight on it with the magnet. I might get started with it. Oh, that's crooked as a dog's hind leg right there. That looks awful. Don't fall, please. Sometimes you can tape the swivel so it kind of stands where you need it and Try to start that way. This is not one to go though. I had to take the gloves off. I finally got both of them started there. That was harder than the GD was. It looks like her firewall and all that's still good and solid.
That's right.
Doesn't look rusted out or anything.
Golden cream puff. I bought a jewel.
I think this old fluid will come out the side. Yes, it will. That's like them old folks to get the dark brown biscuit at Hardee's right there. That fluid should be clear looking. I filled the hose up with fluid. It's really funny. I just found this random piece of hose. I did not cut it this length.
That is funny.
It's like a perfect length for this. I'm gonna put an actual clamp that I don't have to crimp on here. We'll fill this fluid reservoir up. Hopefully, we can get the brakes and the clutch. It says .3, that's what we're using. I'm gonna contort in such a way that gets me in here. Here's the computer right there, I think it says. Bosch Motronic, whatever that means. I tried to check here to see if it's the right length, and it looks like it's a little bit short. You do not want it to be pushing in on the master cylinder, but it does need to be about at 0 slop in there, you know? You don't want to have to push it real far before it starts moving the master cylinder. So I'm going to break loose this jam nut and adjust this thing, and then tighten it back up actually on the pedal. Probably how I should have done it in the first place, I guess. This looks like it's going to be several turns out to get where I need it to be. We want all the clutch, right, Marge?
Yep.
You've been known to hurt a clutch or two in your day.
Let's not talk about those times.
I can't even see it. Yeah, okay, I heard it snap. Everything's where it should be, so I'm going to back this off longer until it stops. Out there it stopped. I'm going to give it a little bit of slop, and then we'll tighten this jam nut down. Oh, went down, stayed down now. I was like spring loaded, didn't it? All right, we got to bleed the clutch system now because it ain't even coming back up.
It's pretty impressive with them dogs, just not
I know.
say that.
I don't have quite the dexterity you have in your toes, but the size of mine is what makes them impressive. Cover up the whole pedal, you know, with that big toe there. I'm gonna try to find the slave cylinder under here. Should be somewhere around the bell housing flange. Look at where the starter is, guys.
Oh, Lord.
It's facing backwards behind the engine. I've never changed the starter over that way. And the oil pan is finned aluminum, like to help with cooling, I would think. That is kind of cool. Can I even get to bleed this? There is a mouse nest. This is where all this insulation came from, Tosh.
Oh.
It's this white furry insulation under here for the exhaust system. Straight above the starter solenoid is your bleeder for your slave cylinder. Looks like a 7mm. So it has a little bell housing flange with a clutch in it, and then it has what I would call like a torque tube that goes back to the transaxle in the rear. You're gonna start pumping it up, but it's not gonna want to come back. You're gonna have to pull it up with them toes.
No problem.
You were born for this.
Oh, well, what you... Wow.
It's spring loaded.
Why is it like that?
I don't know. Oh, I already got fluids.
Yeah, I felt that one. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm getting really dark brown fluid in here.
Ew.
See how brown it is?
It's barely went down, but
Pump it up, Wall.
still gonna put some in it.
That went down a lot more than it did last time.
We're probably getting to the end of the air now. Fluid's starting to look a little better. We're getting some pressure now. Oh, what is going on there? It's going down about halfway to stopping. I know it's building pressure. That's almost like the clutch is stuck, like the clutch
I
itself.
bet it's rusted up.
Or the slave cylinder, one of the two. How hard do I push is the question. Let me just give it a try here. Oh, wow. See, the clutch pedal's not returning. That is really odd. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if you try to drive it. Wonder if it would start in gear. It's kind of sketch, huh?
I don't know.
Does the power windows work? Oh,
Wow.
they work great.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
That's incredible.
That is actually incredible.
It does not feel like the clutch is working at all. That's reverse. Here we go. Did it break loose? It's not trying to pull. What if I pull up on this clutch? We're in gear. That's not good.
Ain't going.
Clutch is in. Put it in reverse for sure. Pull the clutch back up with my foot. Nothing. Is it smoking still?
No. She golden.
I've never had a car feel like that. Running like a champ.
Yeah.
In my mind, there's only two things that it could be. Either the slave cylinder is stuck all the way out, like rusted all the way out, which doesn't really make any sense, really. The diaphragm of the clutch has a lot of pressure pushing the other way. So it really doesn't make sense that it would be stuck out. The only way that would really make sense to me is if it's super rusted up and when we shove that clutch down, it pushed it forward and jammed it forward and stuck it there. The other option would be if the clutch is just a goner already, somebody before us. Let me see about getting a slave cylinder. Are you gonna answer? There ain't nobody over there.
Staff Connor Rise, can you please hold for a moment?
Sure. We're 3 minutes into this hold. I was needing to see if you guys have a slave cylinder for the clutch.
I don't have a slave cylinder for the 944. 154.70 through your account, and there's a shipping charge of $10.58.
Thank you. What have you bought? You guaranteed me this thing was going to be an easy runner.
Hey, she's running.
Yeah, it's running me all over town trying to find parts for it. It's what it's doing.
Well,
They got one in Boston, and I can pay extra shipping and special order it, and I could have it 6 days from now, which by that time this video probably will have came out. So it looks like it's going to be a runner, so it did run, but it's not looking like we're going to be able to drive it in this video. We're going to have to order some parts and come back to this. Oh man, not quite RC Cola. Guys, we cannot get RC Colas, if you can believe that. We've been trying to order RC Colas for like, what, a month?
it's been a month.
Yeah, cannot get them, guys. It's so weird to end off a video without RC Cola.
It's not the same.
We still got the Vineys though, right, Marge?
Yeah. Pour one out for your homies.
How excited are you, Marge?
I'm a 10 out of 10 excited. I'm so excited. I love this car. I've loved it for a long time.
Yeah, she saw this car, I don't know how many years ago it was now.
Probably 5 or 6.
She wanted it then, and at the time I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to mess with Porsche. And, you know, I guess I was wrong about it being easy to get running. I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Are we missing one?
They shorted us one? Are you kidding me?
They left the middle out.
Wow.
Terrible.
So we will get some parts ordered. Obviously, it's a little hard to get parts for cars like this. We got to get that air inlet duct too. We need to find that somewhere new and get it. We don't want to use one, you know. So we'll get a couple pieces coming for it. Here, Rob.
It's very cozy.
Wait, wipe off the extra juice.
You're a baby.
Squeeze, did we finally get something to work on that you actually think looks decent?
Yeah.
It's better than most, right?
Yeah.
What's your score on it now you've seen it running?
7.5.
7.5?
Pretty good.
That is really high. I love the body style. I love that it's a 5-speed. I like its black interior.
And it's got that little short shifter too.
Yeah. Really the only thing that can make it better would be either a turbo, because they made turbo models and they're super expensive, or like a V8 in it, you know.
Or if it actually drove.
That would make it better. Future videos. We got to get on the K15 because I have a bunch of stuff here to do the bed for it. But I think maybe the next one's going to be Ralphie's F350. We've got some parts here for it and we want to clean it up. I guess I'll tell y'all. I haven't talked about this at all, but we are planning a big summer trip again.
Woohoo! Big.
So I don't want to tell you where or all that, but we are planning on going the farthest from home we've ever gone on a trip. I'll tell you that. We're getting really excited about that. I guess I'll tell you too, I'm buying a vehicle where we're going. So it's a little different than what we've done in the past on summer trips. I think you'll really like it.
It's gonna be the best.
Very interesting.
It's going to be a trip for sure.
Here we go again.
I have parts coming in over the next few days for the Savoy. We are going to be doing some work to it soon. Probably going to be building the 440 soon. Nothing absolutely crazy, but it's going to be pretty rowdy. It's going to be a hog leg. I think you'll really like it. Engine builds are my favorite things to do. Engine builds and engine swaps. I could do that all day. We need to get some work done on the Maverick again. We got to do some rust repair. We got to do some plumbing on it. We need to do some cylinder head port work and all that. But you can check out our website at
TheSleeperDude.com.
second channel,
Sleeper 2.
third channel,
Sleeper Arm.
Squeezy channel,
Squeezy Arts.
Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Sleeper 88.
Thank you to everybody that watches. I'm perfectly fine with y'all just watching the channels. YouTube wants you to like, comment, subscribe, all that. It really helps out the algorithm. You know the deal. If you want to help support the channel, you can become a member. It's $5 a month. It's a way for people to help support the channel. You also get daily updates when we get a new car or what we're working on that day. So you would already know about the Porsche before this. You're kind of in the know. You also get priority stats on getting your comments answered, and we usually announce merchandise to the members first when we have something new. You can also click the thanks button down below, and that's a way to donate to the channel. We appreciate everybody that does all that. It does really help out. Without further ado, let's go see the zoo. Look at this guy. You gotta have a fence between you and him if you're gonna try to feed him. I'll tell you right now, you'll lose a finger fast.
He's a good boy.
He's good sometimes.
Yeah.
He's good at napping and biting. He is really funny, guys. He does some funny stuff. Where's Rocky at? Rocky! Is he back this way? Is he in the woods somewhere? We didn't even respond. She knows I don't got no RC Cola. Piggy found us. You're gonna have to give her some Diet Coke, Marge. Murphy, where's Rocky at?
He's in the barn right there.
Oh, is he in bed already? Wait, he's already in bed over there. You're ridiculous. It's not even dark. Can you do it with an aluminum can? We've never tried this. Oh man, she's got this down. You're next, Murphy.
She knows, like, not to chew the can.
She's smart.
She didn't even mess the can up.
Oh yeah. Who knew, right?
Right.
You're awful noisy over here.
Hi.
Ethan's over here. You ready, buddy? There you go. Pretty good, huh? Y'all best buds now? He's the best goat. Like, considering he rode home in the Festiva and didn't even, like, attack us.
It's hilarious.
He likes Viennese, you know? He's got people teeth. That's even better. He has the funniest teeth. Maple's doing great.
She's so nice. And remember,
Jesus saves. And Dollar General is every 7 miles.
Woo! Woo!
If you stay this long, comment the word Porsche.
Guys, sadly, when we finished filming this, Granny didn't come out for any snacks. So when we found her, she wasn't feeling good. She wasn't standing up. Gave her medicine. She got back on her feet. And unfortunately, the next day, she passed away. She was old when we got her for free 6 years ago. We don't know what her age was, but she is no longer with us, guys. So this will be Granny's last video, unfortunately. Thanks for all the support and all the fans of Granny.